What's good, Rangers? It's your boy Ray, and today we're going to be watching, reacting, and reviewing the 2014 film, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. So this is the third installment of the Hobbit series. Have not seen it before, I don't believe. I know in the past two reactions I mentioned that I remember going to the movies at least twice on Christmas morning with my mom to watch two of the Hobbit movies at least. That being said, I didn't remember those, and I damn sure don't remember this one. As you guys might know from the last reaction, we ended off with the dragon running or flying out free to attack the village, and I don't remember ever seeing that in the last film, and I damn sure don't remember seeing that start part 3. So yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen this movie, but I highly doubt it. So I'm really looking forward to watching it as a first time reaction. Kind of bittersweet moment to realize that the series is coming to a close. Bittersweet in the sense that the series wasn't what I expected it to be. I thought it would be better, and I'm not sure if, again, my feedback and my critiques have been ultra critical of the series, given that this movie came out in 2014 and the ones before came out 2013 and 2012, I think, respectively. And so I'm quite late to these movies in the sense that public opinion isn't on the forefront right now. I can't go on Twitter and see what everyone's saying because these movies came out so long ago. I had to do detailed research to figure out how popular these movies are and how liked they were. And so that's something I'm going to do after the series. Look up IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and such to get an idea of how popular these films were. Because I don't want to do it right now, and since I don't want to, potentially have any spoilers on me. So definitely something I'm going to look into, but definitely didn't live up to my expectations. Hoping this third movie is better than last, which was better than the first, thankfully. But yeah, overall, I've been really looking forward to watching this series. So bittersweet because I'm finally able to bring it to YouTube, finally able to watch it myself, and I hope that you guys were able to enjoy it. Something that I plan on doing in this YouTube channel is watching different series. And so if you guys continue to like series and recommend me any, just definitely let me know down below. That being said, I don't want to ramble on for too much longer. As the third installment, we're going to kick into Lord of the Rings next. So really looking forward to that, as that's the main series I really wanted to watch, as I know there's plenty of my friends who love Lord of the Rings and swear by it, and they know I love Harry Potter, so they say, oh, we think if you love Harry Potter, you will love Lord of the Rings, and vice versa. So we're looking forward to starting the Lord of the Rings. I remember when I was younger, briefly walking into my mom's room and seeing her watch it, and so I would sit in for a few clips, but I don't remember anything outside of that Gollum looking dude. That's basically my history with Lord of the Rings, so I'm really looking forward to starting that. Don't want to ramble on for too much longer because I really want to get into the series, or finishing up the series. But before we jump into it, if you love watching movies as much as I do, you get energized at watching movies like I do, or if you want to show me your support, highly recommend subscribe to my channel. I have over 700 movies in mind that I'm ready and willing to react to. I just need your help telling me what to prioritize. And if you really enjoy my reactions, I highly recommend you check out my Patreon link down below, where you can see my full-length reaction to these films. Lastly, if you're enjoying my content, let me know by liking and commenting on these videos, and turn on post notifications on so you stay up to date with what I'm posting. More to discuss at the end, but for now, let's lay back, kick our feet up, maybe grab some popcorn, and let's jump right into it.
They've woken the dragon! They've brought an apocalypse upon our head! Quickly, quickly!
Oh, they're going straight for the jewels, I guess.
Sire, should we not try to save the town? The gold! You heard him. Yeah, move on.
He said, should we try to save the town? He said, the town is lost, save the gold.
We have no time.
Come on, brother, come on, let's go.
So are dragons like the ultimate creatures in this franchise?
Is that what your father would want?
Open this door! Come on, we gotta go.
Quickly now.
Really, come on.
That boat does not look sturdy enough for all of those people. I always find it interesting when they have boats like that, like canoes, and you see how low the side is. It's basically touching the water. That's so low. That's scary as hell. Any little tilt. Oh wow. No, that's actually insane.
Come on!
Yeah, keep it a buck. I might stay near the water.
I quite agree.
I wonder if the dragon's gonna crash into his thing, where it's keeping him trapped, and that's how he's gonna escape.
Faster! We need to dump something.
He's gonna get clipped. Yep. Good thing it's not around his neck. Well, that's intriguing. Depending on how deep that water is, I'm spinning back and picking up all that gold that went to the water. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, so how are they gonna get back fast enough? I forget, did they take a boat there? They might have. Oh yeah, they're taking this time. If y'all don't hurry up. I also find it interesting too, like for movies that end and start, like two different movies that end and start, a streamlined sequence, like how do the production companies do it? Do they like finish a scene and just decide, oh, well, the first half we're gonna keep it in the second movie, the second half we're gonna keep it in the third movie, and then they take a break for a few months and then they say, okay, now we're gonna start recording the third movie? Like how does that work? So I'm thinking like aging, like characters or the cast aging, thinking of like people like passing away and stuff. Like when do they stop recording the second movie and beginning the third is essentially the question. That boy nice with it, low key.
Duh.
I'm gonna need to rerun that second movie back too, in the sense did he
I fear nothing will.
didn't he tell his son to go do the job and his son is like just didn't do it, and so that always confused me too, so I gotta rewatch that. Because if he told his son to do it and his son didn't do it, that's like either a plot hole or stupidity.
We cannot go back.
People die every day, B. Gotta keep it pushing. Does Dragon even feel that? Like notice it? I wouldn't be surprised if it did it.
Dad!
Babe, what are you doing?
Came to help you.
Nothing can stop it, no.
Hopefully he brought the arrow. Imagine he went all that way just to say, okay, there we go. Imagine he went all the way up there to say, I'm gonna go get the arrow. Like, bro, if you don't go get it and bring it here in one swoop. As soon as he gets the arrow, his tower gets clipped. Wow, that was no effort. Helped him pretty easily. I thought he was telling the dragon to stop.
And against me.
No way, as soon as he has the arrow, the dragon acknowledges him. Come on, let's be for real, for real. If from that far. Or does his crossbow break? Is the dragon gonna get closer and he's gonna jump and then stab it?
At your child.
That dragon got great vision. Look how far that is. Holy moly. Okay. The son might earn my respect after all. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's pretty badass.
Challenge me. You have nothing
He
left
must got great vision too.
but your death.
You can't end that quick, can it? I mean, if it's called the Battle of the Five Armies, I assume it maybe the dragon's gonna be done quick, and then the Five Armies is gonna be the rest of the movie.
It's dead. Smaug is dead.
Yeah, they got great vision too. Everyone here got freaking Byakugan or something.
There! And the Verabor are a town. What will spread?
Yeah, they wasted no time, huh?
You are not alone.
Human?
Elielithon.
Yeah, so this man Gandalf really did nothing, huh? Granted, if they would have waited for him, maybe this wouldn't have happened. So I'll take that back.
I think you do. What do we know?
So now he can somehow come back.
Oi! I'll fight your own now, I'll protect.
Can someone punch him in the face, please?
The power cedes to his depth itself. Now give me that blanket!
Master's dead.
Maybe the dude with the arrows and beat his.
can be arranged. Turn him on your own, Alfred.
See, he should have grabbed both hands and then got his foot, put it on his spine, and just whack, snapped him. But I'm just built different.
He killed the dragon. I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh, hail to the dragon!
Please
Slayer!
punch him in the face. Please.
I have said it many times. He's a man of noble stock.
I'm not the master of this town. Where is he? Where's the master?
Oh yeah.
You helped him empty the treasury.
I tried to stop him. I pleaded. No!
Where's the dude that he kicked off the boat?
Think of the children.
Will nobody think of tying to the tree with him?
Why has no one punched him in the face yet? I hope that dude's not noble. Yeah, of course he's gonna be noble. Come on, bro.
What then? What do we do then?
It's war.
Find shelter.
Ah, okay. That's an answer I should have expected. If they don't keep their word on like helping them like get like the gold, I'm low-key gonna be sick. You got their houses burned and everything. You're not gonna keep your word of giving them gold. Oh yeah, where the hell is this stone at?
Anybody? Wait!
That's insane. Staircases without any rails from that high up.
What kind of sickness?
Philly! Philly!
They're not quite a ways away.
To the kingdom.
Any sign of it? Nothing yet. Keep searching.
Wow, so he really didn't get the stone? Or maybe he has it in his pocket and he's having them look around. Dog, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this series. Does he have it in his pockets, bro? If he don't, like, I'm just at a loss, honestly. And even if he does have it in his pockets, like, why would he not give it up? Like, I feel like him keeping it hostage is gonna make the guy go crazy, and then he's gonna use that as justification for not giving it to him. Like, bro, that's after the fact.
Corrupt
Oh.
his heart, you mad.
Oh, so that's the backstory I needed. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, so does putting on the ring make you like invincible as well as invisible? Because I thought it just made you disappear. I didn't realize it actually like altered your matter. Because like, how did the fire not burn him and how did he not get bit?
Bedding, clothing, the odd bit of gold.
Need to rebuild our lives.
Pull your weight.
But you're still gonna take cursed gold.
For its wealth, or its position. What is it you know? Nothing for certain.
So like, do the elves not have any interest in it too? Because he seemed pretty helpful just now. Yeah, they mobbing. Imagine being the one to run and they have no witnesses, so you pretend like they're the ones that ran.
Tolo Tauriel. Etlenan Tauriel. You may tell my father, Real, there is no place for me.
There's no place for me. Oh.
It is your king's command.
Maloganinasni. Will you come with me?
To where?
I wonder why he didn't tell the other elf about the intel about Gundabad, so that way other elves can work their way here. All right, Gandalf, show me what you got, please. Oh, he's doing a spell. Did he summon the she elf for assistance? She one-shot him. Oh, so is this where he gets his power up or something? She looks terrified. She's strong as shit as I eat.
My lady.
Stay dead.
Oh. Oh, so these folks is for real, for real. She was scared of the shadows, and they pulling up and low-key fending them off pretty well. So I know he's an elf. So is the other guy like I know they showed in movie 1. Is he like a type of wizard or something? Or is he an elf too? I thought he was a northern elf or something like that. But he has like, I don't know. They kind of dress differently. Because I remember the first movie, I could have sworn her and the guy were part of like the first elf kingdom we ever saw. And then the other guy that pulled up was part of the second elf kingdom we saw.
Gandalf! Gandalf cannot remain here. It is training his life. Go quickly.
Is she giving his life, her life to him? Oh, she looking crazy.
Have no servant of mortal God. Yes.
Yeah, she dead after this.
Rank upon rank. You must summon our friends. The battle for the mountain is about to... It is here in these halls. Searched. Not well enough.
So my hope is the 5 armies are basically like 4 of them are teaming up on one side and going against the orcs and the darkness or something like that. When I hear the battle of the 5 armies, I'm assuming like a 1v1v1v1 v1 or whatever. And I hope that's not the case. Because it seems like the elves are working with them right now, so.
It sent his grandfather mad.
If Thorin, would it help?
That stone crowns all.
Stay far away from him.
Power upon heed. Stay his madness. Perhaps it is best he remains lost.
Stays lost. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was getting very frustrated figuring out what was happening with the stone, but I think that background information definitely helped. Oh yeah, now you're wildin'.
And how lucky I am that I made it home.
Hey, he's smiling and everything, right? I'm
Survivors.
gonna switch up real quick.
There's hundreds of them.
To the gate. Now.
He not gonna keep his word, bruh. Oh my god. What they say, like everyone gets like a third or something of the jewels? See, if he's smart, he'll let them like stay there. I mean, again, these are like 2 different types of people. Ones are dwarves and ones are probably humans or something. And let them like rebuild all of this and work together, but...
The braziers are lit.
You mean there's a bunch of dwarves in there with all...
There's gold enough in that mountain for all.
Find what shelter you can. Get some fires going.
Take the night watch.
People always said there's enough gold for all of us here. That's gonna be key because he's indicating that there's so much gold it should be enough for everyone. However, we're gonna see that big homie, greedy as hell, not trying to give them any.
They came to us in need. They have...
Do not tell me. I know well enough their hardship. Those who have lived through dragon fire
So they should be able to better empathize with them.
They have much to be grateful for. More stone. Bring more stone to the gate!
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't get the jewel, because the Arkenstone. Gandalf needs to set his mind right, because that man is he's slipping into the darkness for real.
Do what you can, Percy.
The children, the wounded, and the women come first. What news from the night watch?
Quiet, sire.
It's funny how that's always been the case, huh? Children, women, wounded.
Except an army of elves.
Y'all gonna need all the help y'all can get, to be honest. The way that greedy mother effers was seeming. Oh, that's the dude I was thinking about. It wasn't the... or was him? No, it wasn't him. It wasn't us. Yeah, no, that wasn't him. Alright. So the guy that was with Gandalf and the chick up above, I thought that was him, but that's not him. Got them confused. He trying to bless them so he can take from them later. I hope this is a partnership and not no greedy, like, take advantage of the weak.
The white gems of Lascaux. I know an elf lord who will pay a pretty...
Please wait!
I mean, even then, you didn't need to bring the food. You could have just pulled up and...
Handful of gems.
The heirlooms of my people.
We are allies in this.
My people also have a claim
Wait,
upon
so-
the riches in that. Let me speak with Thorin.
You would try to reason with the dwarf.
To avoid war? Yes.
So the elf got like an army and like powers and all types of stuff, right? So why the hell were they scared of the dragon? Like, yeah, they probably would have suffered from some losses, but would they have not been in a better position than everyone else we've seen so far in this series? Like, they had archers and stuff too, right? So why did that average ass dude need to be the one to get the crossbow?
King under the mountain fenced himself like a robber in his hold.
Because I am expecting to be robbed.
We have not come to
Fair
rob
point.
you. Fair settlement. Will you not speak with me?
Okay, so I think he's gonna be stubborn, but at least he's going to talk. I thought he would say no. Is he gonna talk through the rock or something?
I'm listening. On behalf of the people of Lake Town, that they might rebuild their lives.
I will not treat with any man, while an armed host lies before my door.
This mountain, if we do not come to terms.
I hate when people use like things like that come secondly as the reason for their primary reasoning. Like, bro, that happened after the fact, bro. Like, you wasn't gonna share it because you didn't want to share it. Don't act like it was because they had people outside your place. Like, come on.
Dragon Slayer. Why should I honor such terms?
Because you gave us your word. Does that mean nothing?
That's a good point. I hate when people are not backing up their word.
Begone! Ere our arrows fly!
Jesus. It's interesting because the man had nothing. Now he has everything, and he'd rather fight to keep everything than to settle with something.
Not to mention several hundred angry... We are, in fact, outnumbered.
Not for much longer.
What does that mean?
It means, Master Baggins, you should never underestimate dwarves.
Ah, damn, my foot about to fall asleep. Ah.
They understand only one thing. We attack at dawn.
Damn, bruh. Homie sold. I made the wrong decision. Has some solid points, but
Master Baggins, come here. You're going to need this.
is that a knife-proof vest?
This vest is made of silver steel.
Yeah.
It was called by my forebears. No blade can pierce it.
So why do you have that heavy-ass armor on and not that lightweight stuff? Well, it's probably heavy still, but not as heavy as all that armor.
Warrior of the Hobbit. It is a gift, a token of our friendship.
See, like, he be seeming like valid, but then he also be doing dumb shit.
I have been blind. I am betrayed.
Betrayed.
By the doors. He thinks the doors. He don't think it's him.
So there, I gave my word.
It was nobly done. Belonged to the people of Lake Town. It's ours, and ours alone. Why my life?
What would you even be able to do with all that gold?
Single coin. Not.
If we're being for real too, like, there's so many dwarves there right now that they should have been able to stand up to that one dude. Don't tell me they got some big ass worms or something. Oh.
But it does not dissuade me. You will forgive me.
Are the archers in position?
Yes, my lord.
Can't you just name like the other the elves you were with?
On that mountain. Kill it.
I never understand why he doesn't use the ring more, but I feel like it might have side effects that they haven't really explained, and that might be why. He is supposed to be like a Lightfoot or like a sly robber, right? So maybe that's why he doesn't really use it too, because even though he sounds loud to us, he's more he's quiet compared to everyone else.
From under the nose of my...
Sorry about that. I came to give you this.
The jewels. Bomba. Oh, he probably didn't know about the jewels.
He's earned it. Keep an eye on him. If you should try to leave, you tell me.
That's interesting too. I guess, like, again, it's about what community you belong to, because now they have the Arkenstone, but they don't value it. They want the gold and the jewels and not the Arkenstone. Whereas in the guy, he wants the Arkenstone and not really much of the gold if it came down to it. It's kind of like Pokemon, where like there's different elements and each element has their own evolution stone. You give a water Pokemon the fire evolution stone. He's like, what the hell do I do with this? Still an important stone, but not important to them. Why don't you put it here instead and grab his nuts? Oh, they gonna shut up now. Yep.
This is a ruse, a filthy lie.
The Arkenstone is in this.
I gave it to them. I took it as my 14th share.
Meanwhile, it's not equivalent to 1/14th.
A very splendid figure, Thorin, son of...
The Arkenstone for what was promised. Give us your answer.
Oh, he's gonna trap them out there so the orcs can kill them all.
I will have war.
Wait, so why are y'all hyped? Y'all were just admitting that homie was wildin'. Imagine if the orcs came behind the dwarves and just slaughtered them.
Very happy.
He is dead. Thorin's cousin. I've always found Thorin the...
He's worse.
I'm going over the wall.
Unless in the holes, the worms made other holes for them to escape out of so that they can come through the original holes.
Stand down!
The elves.
Hell, this is madness.
Honestly, they probably deserve this. I mean, that's too harsh because that is their land, but they definitely seem unreasonable. At least I like how they standing on business though. Like the elves, the dwarves pulled up while the elves are standing back. Oh, yeah. Okay, I appreciate this a lot.
Is this a good place to stand?
Bring the bats. Hopefully the worms are just like for transportation and not like actually like battle ready. Because how would you even destroy the worms? That's insane. These bad dudes got like worms, freaking giants. Is it still too late to bring up that? Nah, that's hilarious. Man, it took one for the team. Permanent concussion. Yeah, they're clipped. I don't know how they're gonna be able to defend the city. Like, based on the movie, they're going to be able to successfully do it, but based on the numbers we've seen, they shouldn't be able to, if we're being for real, for real.
Get the boatman to the eastern parapet. This way!
Like, those dudes, I'm pretty sure, aren't totally battle trained, and they're just far lacking in numbers.
Follow me! Onward! To the death!
There's always got to be one sneaky snake in every movie like this.
Cigarette, get down!
Even better than the eye. See, if I'm that troll or whatever that is, I would have had my little stick, wind it up like I'm swinging a baseball bat, and as soon as he lunges, whang, home run.
Look after them. Shift it, Granny.
Ooh, she got blitzed.
Make for the Great Hall. Out of my way! Abandon the cripples!
You know what's crazy? I know this is very inappropriate. Well, let's say, for example, there's 100 girls, 100 women, 100 men. They say, bring the woman to the Great Hall. 100 men go to battle. Let's say 20 of the men survive. That's all I'm going to say. But that also would be horrible too, because then you're kind of like creating just big ass families, so people would get related real quick. I mean, not real quick, but they'll all be related. Yeah, now I'm confused. I'm confused. How in society in 7 billion people, how long mathematically would it take for all of us to be related somehow?
Where's Thorin? Tim, where is he?
I feel like there'll be a point in time where we all become somewhat related, but it's so far down the line that we all become like really distant cousins, and so it won't make a difference in terms of mating too closely. That was my TED Talk. Damn. Like, why does he have a sword? Like, what powers do you have? Am I crazy? Like,
Seek our own people. They are dying out there.
dog, that's a conversation you had an hour ago.
You sit here in this vast with a crown upon your head, so now than you have ever been.
Oh, my mama. He's gonna kick him off the ledge.
You were always my king. You used to know that once. You cannot see what you go. Get hurt.
Oh. Okay.
Before
Don't kill
I
him.
kill
Don't
you.
kill him. Oh. Too late. Oh, I thought he was gonna push him.
Treasure such as this.
A sickness lies
Is that a gold floor? Oh, is that from the dragon? I think that's from the dragon.
I'm not the king!
When the dragon melted all of it with the fire and maybe it dried up or something.
As if I was son.
Your grandfather mad.
Can we talk about how to heal this sickness? What are his options?
Behind a wall of stone was for us!
He's gonna throw him the sword.
To the king!
Because everything changes from 11 additional doors. Come on, bro.
Do not engage, do you understand?
We'll take care of them. Go! Come on!
Damn, they got everybody on their side, bro.
Get up. The master's mantle was there for the and he threw it all away.
He still hasn't got punched in the face. Somebody has zero consequences. Faces zero consequences.
Your slip is showing. Stay here. I've got this.
Yeah, he's dead.
Find Philly and Killy. Call them back.
Relentless. Do it. We'll live to fight another day.
Yeah, they clipped. At least they got the elves that are gonna pull up on them. This dude could kill so many people with that ring, bro. Bro, why are you taking a sweet ass time, bro? What's going on? Dude, how do they fight against those? She's probably my favorite character, honestly. You deserve it, bro. Honestly, you just pissed me off. I can't lie to you. Man, throwing rocks at these freaking orcs, and somehow the rocks are affecting them. Like, come on, bro. Let's be for real, for real. That's hard. The elf's pretty cool in this, and everyone else, like, very much less cool. Oh, she's nice. Oh, my mama. I hate when people yell like that because you can get them killed, bro. You can get them distracted. Freezing a little bit, but it's back in. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna break her arm. I'll say she's my favorite, and the other elf guy's my second favorite. Everyone else is kind of like, whatever. Like, he could have easily stabbed him in the back. Oh my god, this is what pisses me off about films and shows. Instead of stabbing him in the freaking neck or in the back, this man wants to jump on him to prevent him from swinging. Like, come on, dude. I'm here too. Like, come on, what happened to you? Oh my god, bro. You guys just make it harder for yourselves so often. This dumbass actually died, huh? I have no sympathy. I'm be honest with y'all. I'm just so fed up. The man said, no, I'm gonna jump on you and prevent you from swinging something at her instead of just killing you from behind. And he could easily snap their neck too. Like they getting off so easy. I'm be honest. This could be way more gruesome if they really wanted it to be. I'd be sick if he dies, to be honest. For the simple fact, you're gonna die for someone else who doesn't even love you. That's sick. She damn near would lose 2 people at that point. I guess that's what love is, though, right? Dying for someone you love. Take it out, take it out. Thank you. Oh my, thank you. That's what I asked for, and that's what he delivered. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now avenge him. Throw it back down. That's all homie needed to do, bro. Right arm. Like, this dude could capitalize on him using that as the right arm so well. Like, you see how long it's taking him to make his attacks and how inaccurate they are. He's gonna cut off his own arm. Why are they watching? Oh, I thought there was more dragons for a minute, but if they make this dude still alive and him breaks out from under the ice, I'm gonna have to walk out of here. Yep. Yeah, this movie's not getting a good rating for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. That makes what he did before even less purposeful than it was.
Cannot go back.
Where will you go?
I do not know.
Go north. Find the Dunedain.
I think it's so hard when people come into battle, but their skills are actually nice, and so they leave battle without any like scars or nothing. Like, yeah. Damn, only if he had one of those when he was alive. Damn, that sucks. Damn, I thought my movie froze for a minute because how still he was. I feel like this series must rate like a average on like 6 on IMDb. I guess what is interesting, I feel like most of this movie has been fighting, which is, in most situations, that would be kind of cool. Like having a whole movie dedicated to fighting.
Any of you are ever passing Bag End? Tea is at 4. There's plenty of it.
So he really didn't tell anyone about the ring, huh?
You don't really suppose his escapes were managed by... Take me for a fool. I know you found, and I've kept my eye on you.
Well, thank goodness.
Okay, that's great. Alright, getting off notes, he has the ring, thankfully. Okay, cool. That makes you feel better. Okay, that proves to his power and his insightfulness. I appreciate that. But also, giving a look out for him.
Wait a minute, that's my chair.
They thought you was dead, bro.
Oh, Mr. Bilbo, you've been presumed dead and all.
Yep. I'm very much alive. Did he leave him anything like a letter of any sort? Did he lie about losing it, or does it like follow its like master or something? Because why would he lie to Gandalf? Or is it the acorn? Oh, it's the ring. Okay. So I'm glad he didn't lose it. But now I'm curious on why he lied to Gandalf.
No, thank you. Sisters or distant relations.
What about very old friends?
Directed by Peter Jackson. That's everything. So what is that called again? The Hobbit and the Battle of the Five Armies comes to a close. Oh wow, alrighty. So he finally finished the trilogy of the Hobbit. Alrighty. Oh, very bittersweet indeed. Yeah, that movie was a pretty solid movie. I would say I definitely didn't expect the dragon to be defeated so easily and in such a manner. when you have the ability to fly, I would imagine you utilize that ability, not just run across the town where you're vulnerable. But I digress. I liked how a lot of the movie was based on a war. I like how that was the main focus, because you have some movies that like the whole movie is just like building up to one, or like there's like a short ass scene with drama and all that, and I thought it was pretty good that this one had a lot of action to it, which I really appreciated. I genuinely did really appreciate the action. I thought it was really good. Then he started losing me towards the end of like the decision making. I called it out, the parts that really bothered me, but for the most part I thought it was pretty good action. And then it seemed like they took it up a notch towards the end too, where before you do just see like someone getting defeated or whatever the case may be, but very, very PG-13 stuff, and then all of a sudden it kicks it up a level where heads are getting chopped off and really cool maneuvers are being done, and it's really dope. So I really appreciated those scenes for sure, as it definitely get up a notch, and deservingly so made me appreciate it more. But yeah, as I kind of mentioned before, I chose this movie because I really want to watch The Lord of the Rings. As someone who likes to watch things in order, in timeline order rather than release day order, I knew these 3 movies of The Hobbit had to come first, and so I was also interested in watching the Hobbit movies, but more so as someone who really wants to watch Lord of the Rings, see what the hype is about, had to conquer these first. So that's why I chose this movie. As for thoughts, this movie creates for me what I'm starting to think about. I think they ended the movie pretty interestingly, where they mentioned 2 names. Well, I guess one name, and I'm forgetting the name. It was a sprinter. They mentioned a name of an elf, and then they mentioned the mother of an elf. And so I'm very curious on what the intention behind that was. I'm more than positive it's setting something up for the Lord of the Rings, which I'm sure would be really interesting to see, especially since the Lord of the Rings movies came out so much earlier than the Hobbit movies. So I'm very curious on how they were able to bring that all together. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And I'm also curious on the ring. Not sure why homie lied to Gandalf about it, but I'm curious on how that's going to play a role in Lord of the Rings and what more background on that ring is, because I do think I recall there being a Lord of the Rings is strictly dedicated to the ring. The series itself is called Lord of the Rings, so I'm sure I wonder if there's more than one ring too. I think Gandalf actually mentioned something about someone like taking over one of the rings, and like the way he said it seemed like it was very plural for sure, and so it sounds like there's more than one out there, and I wonder if they're all the same thing, or if some have different abilities, or same tier, one stronger than the other. I don't know. But those are some of the things that I'm starting to think about when it comes to setting up for Lord of the Rings. As for feelings this movie made me feel, it's always hard to not have recency bias in terms of answering these questions. Like this is a 2.5 hour movie. It's hard not to point out the feelings I felt towards the end versus the ones I felt towards the beginning. But I'm going to do my best and say, for the most part in the beginning, I felt very curious and interested in how the movie was progressing. I thought it was pretty funny at times as well. But the end, it really like started to annoy me. Like the decision making, like again, I don't know what parts of the reaction are going to be included in the YouTube version, but if you're watching on Patreon, you're going to see my full length reaction, and there you're going to see how things going on in the movie that really annoyed me in terms of decision making on making things harder than needed to be, or dying when you didn't need to die, because if you would have handled it differently, you would have survived and the other person would have died. I'll say that's the main feeling I want to discuss right now. It's just feeling disappointed and angered or annoyed rather, not angered. I think that's more so a different feeling. I would say annoyed and disappointed. It would be the 2 feelings I would hone in on for this movie. So thinking of what moments, ideas, or characters resonated with me, definitely say towards the end when she was crying, because when the she-elf, I'll just first say that I'm not doing the best job remembering names. I think I'm traditionally a bit better with this stuff, but I feel like a movie where the names in general are more difficult, like not exactly English, harder to just remember the names. So I apologize if in these series I'm not doing the best at recalling people's names and such, but I'll say towards the end when the she-elf, she was mourning by her dead lover, and the other elf, the king elf, pulled up and she was just talking. That whole conversation with him basically resonated with me. I guess the talking point was like love hurting her a lot, and she was like, oh, this is how love is supposed to feel, this is what it is, I don't want it, take it away from me. Like I feel like that resonated with me because that sounded powerful, that sounded hard. And then homie responded saying it hurts that much because it's real. Oh man, that was beastie. I'm a big man of quotes. That was very quotable for me. And it reminded me of like Harry Potter when Harry, I don't want to do any spoilers, essentially Harry was asking questions to I think Dumbledore in I think the very last movie, so Deathly Hallows Part 2, and he asked Dumbledore, like, hey, is this real? And Dumbledore's like, just because it's in your head, why does that mean it's not real? And I was like, damn, that's hard. And so that's what this reminded me of. So I think that would be like a moment that resonated with me, because I think that was extremely deep. I think that's something that is relevant in real life. Like, there's gonna be hard losses, hard relationships, love obstacles and tribulations that are gonna hurt like hell. So I think that definitely resonated with me. And I would say that kind of leads me to my favorite moment. I want to say that scene was probably one of my favorite moments. And then also the scene where that elf, the guy that said it like second, like my second favorite, and he was just savage. Like her, the she elf and the elf were both badass. And so one of my favorite moments with, outside of what I just mentioned, was when they were fighting. Like they were hardcore. Like homie jumped up and grabbed like the bat, wherever the hell that was, to travel to where he needed to go, and then he jumped on like that troll, stabbing him in the head, and then moved the sword forward to get the troll to go where he needed to go. And that was hard. And even like when the elf had like that little cinder block thing on his head and just charged the wall and broke a hole in it for the orcs and then just passed out, like that was hilarious. I would say those would be my favorite moments. Least favorite moment, I don't want to harp on this too much, but I definitely would say like the decision making I wasn't fond of this decision making. I thought things were made harder than need to be, and there was losses that didn't need to be lost. I think another least favorite moment that I had was the dude with the jewels, or like the fisherman that was the one with rotten teeth. I don't remember his name either. But like he didn't have any like comeback story. Like he just disappeared. So I'm wondering if he's gonna have any relevance in Lord of the Rings. And I don't think he would, which is unfortunate because they really didn't wrap up his story. He just ran away, so that was kind of strange. And to think about it, the leader of the fishermen too, the one that killed the dragon, like they didn't wrap up his story either. So again, like, are these people gonna be referenced in the Lord of the Rings at all? Like, how are these stories concluding? Like, and then the whole entire, the dwarves, the elves, and the fishermen, like, now what happens with them? Are they all sharing the mountain? Like, I feel like these are stories. Yeah. There's a lot that didn't get concluded. The more I talk and the more I think about, the more I'm realizing. And so yeah, I think in general that is my least favorite moment. There's things that haven't been concluded or clarified, and so I'm hoping they get established in the Lord of the Rings, but I have a inkling that they won't be, which would be kind of disappointing. I feel like that's an opportunity to really close out the series, so I would say that's probably my least favorite moment. Does this movie impact my life at all? If so, how? I don't want to ramble too much on this one because I think the answer is no, which is okay. I don't think every movie should have some type of impact on your life, and I can probably spend some time digesting this movie and trying to come up with an answer, but I think I'll just go off my initial feeling based off the movie. Nothing really gravitates to me in that sense, which is okay in my book. So I think if there's gonna be movies that I watch that just make me feel some type of way in terms of impact on my life, that it'll be easier to talk about, and for a movie like this one to not be so easy to establish or have an answer to, I think it's saying something in general. So I want to respect that and just say no, there's nothing from this movie that I can recall that has any impact on my life. Which leads me to the biggest takeaway. I do think there's a big takeaway, and I think it'll be harping back on to the whole love thing. I definitely think that one of the things that might not be as like straightforward in this movie or like at main of a focus is the whole loving elf, loving dwarf thing, and just loving someone outside your community, outside your identity. I think that's really a big takeaway for people to understand that they shouldn't be trapped into what society deems is best for them. They should follow their gut or their hearts in that sense. So I would say that would probably be the biggest takeaway for me. So would I rewatch this movie? I'll be honest, and very similarly to the other two in the series, I would say I would not rewatch this movie. It's just not my style. It's not a movie that I think has much rewatch value for me, and it's not a movie that I would watch with friends at all. So keep it long story short, yeah, I don't think this is a movie I would watch again. So Rain, what is your infamous Rain rating of this movie? Again, Rain rating on a scale 1 through 11, essentially a scale of 1 through 10, with 11 only being for the utmost impactful, Mount Rushmore, Hollywood, best of the best, top tier movies. For me personally, I would rate The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, on a scale of 1 through 11. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get mad heat for this series in general, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna rate this a 6. I think for the most part, the movie had me at a 7 up until the last third of the movie. I think those battle scenes really killed it for me. And the decision making aspect, I felt like they were just too frustrating for me to ignore. And so what I would have rated a 7, which I think is the same rating I gave to the last one, it definitely got downgraded to a 6. I think if the decision making was better, I would have definitely rated this one a 7, just because I think if the decision making was better, I definitely would have kept this as a 7. And with that was my review of the 2014 film The Hobbit and the Battle of the Five Armies. How did you like my review? How did you like my reaction and my review? Let me know by liking and commenting down below. How would you answer these questions? Are there any other questions you guys think I should be asking? Comment that down below. If you're enjoying my content, feel free to give the subscribe button a little gentle love tap. And if you would like to see my full-length reaction to this film and many others, highly recommend you check out my Patreon link down below. Lastly, if you want to stay up to date with me, turn on post notifications and check out my socials link down below. And if you want to see more content on my channel, YouTube thinks you would like this one right here. And if you want to see standalone movies, check out this playlist right here. That's all for your boy Rain. Like a wise man once said, deuces.